it is April Fool's Day, but I detest this holiday. It's literally the most annoying holiday. Half of the people you follow will post a prank that they're pregnant, and then the other half will post 10 paragraphs about how it's not okay to joke about being pregnant. It all sucks. April Fool's Day is canceled. I want the cat back. Yeah, he's so much better than April Fool's Day, isn't he? Addison Rae is getting slammed online for daring to dance to songs created by black people on Jimmy Fallon. Sofia Bush thinks if you don't allow your child to transition to another gender, you're a murderer. Nickelodeon pulled a SpongeBob episode for being insensitive in this week's Pop Culture Rewind. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. You know Addison Rae, right? She's TikTok famous. She's the second most followed person on there after Charli D'Amelio, and she just released a single a few days ago.
So I took a second, and I said me too. I'm obsessed with me as much as you.
So Addison goes on Fallon to promote all of the above, and they do some TikTok dances together. People on Twitter and TikTok were mad because they said that Addison was dancing to dances on Fallon that were created by black people, and then those black people got no credit. And then they made fun of her because she can't dance as well as the creators of the dances. My understanding of this is, I don't think anyone thinks that Addison Rae is the greatest dancer of all time, but she is social media famous, and part of the reason she got there is for doing those stupid TikTok dances. I don't think half of the people that are doing those dances are amazing dancers, okay? Obviously, the creators are going to be better dancers, and I don't think that people should be restricted to only dancing dances that they come up with. If I did that every time I danced, it would look like this. Remember the stanky leg baby? Canceled, because a black person came up with that dance and she didn't credit them before making this viral video. Addison didn't apologize to the haters and instead just said, I wouldn't have been able to properly credit each person in that bit, but when the pandemic is over, I'd love for us to all get together and dance. So in a sense, I suppose she stood up to the mob, so props to her on that.
Yes, I got my swagger back.
And in more stupid news, actress Sofia Bush, who is best known for starring in One Tree Hill, said that Arkansas's new law banning minors from sex change operations is tantamount to murder. She said kids will tell us who they are. It's our job to support them, not demonize or harm them.
That's bad parenting, and I should know.
You know who nailed how absolutely insane these people are? The Babylon Bee. They actually posted a satire piece, which I think explains how I feel perfectly, called Arkansas Passes Controversial Bill to Ban Chopping Off Kids' Legs If They Think They're a Mermaid.
The human world, it's a mess.
That's exactly what this is like. Mermaids' rights are human rights. Allow our child to mutilate their body or else you're a murderer.
Came here to murder you.
We need to live in a world where every child that decides they are a mermaid should be able to be a mermaid. We should just start chopping the legs of every kid off until they are old enough to decide if they want a fishtail or their legs back. And if we don't, the ACLU will yell that it's an ableist human rights violation.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Do you see how stupid this is? It's not phobic or whateverist, it's common sense. Children and teenagers are not capable of understanding yet how estrogen or testosterone can completely destroy your body forever. They can't comprehend how removing your breasts could prevent you from breastfeeding later on in life. Let them grow up. Then adults can make these decisions. If an adult wants to mutilate their body, they are allowed. We cannot let children make these kinds of life-altering decisions.
Oh no! Grab the children! Save the children!
I personally cannot believe that in the same week they're coming for The Office, they're also coming for SpongeBob. My two favorite shows of all time, all right? I'm not okay.
He's Squidward, you're Squidward, I'm Squidward! Are there any other Squidwards I should know about?
Meow.
Nickelodeon has pulled the Quarantine Crab episode because they think it's insensitive or traumatizing due to the pandemic. I watched some bootleg exclusive French version of this, and basically the health inspector comes to the Krusty Krab and accidentally thinks that someone in the restaurant has clam flu, even though nobody does. So then he makes them all quarantine in there, and then he forgets to come back for a day, and then when he comes back, everyone has lost their mind.
And so I've simply decided I am never leaving my house again.
They probably just don't want to air it because the episode mimics real-life negative consequences of locking people up for a year. They go crazy. Wouldn't want that idea getting out. We all know that the biggest symptom of coronavirus is thinking.
What kind of fool do you take me for?
President Biden was asked to throw the first pitch of the Washington Nationals opening day today, but he isn't because it's not on his schedule this week, according to Jen Psaki. You know, I've never seen a cover-up quite like this. I mean, he cannot do anything or go anywhere. There's always an excuse. They are legit hiding him in the White House bunker, and then when he comes out, he poops on the floor and they blame it on his poor dog.
You pooped in your pants.
I pooped my pants.
You know, it's actually Biden biting people in the White House, but they're trying to cover this all up. Let's see what happened in pop culture history this week with a little pop culture rewind, shall we? This week in 1981, President Ronald Reagan was shot in the chest outside a Washington, D.C. hotel by John Hinckley Jr. He later told his wife, Nancy, "Honey, I forgot to duck." This week in 1985, the first WrestleMania, the biggest wrestling event from the WWE, took place in Madison Square Garden in New York.
Afternoon, March 31st, it's WrestleMania. Get your tickets to the greatest sports entertainment closed-circuit TV spectacular of all time.
In 1994, Madonna appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman and caused all kinds of controversy by going on a profanity-laden tirade. It marked the most censored event in television talk show history, with 13 swear words being censored. Here's just a little bit of it.
Nelly, you are a sick I don't know why I get so much.
You realize this is being broadcast, don't you?
Yeah.
In 1997, a legend was born. Shout out to our admin, Natalie. It's her birthday today. What it do, baby boo? Natalie, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, of course.
Our admin, Natalie, the alien enthusiast.
The studio to film at 9 and
You want to
6.
see something cool? And in 2001, The Fairly Odd Parents premiered on Nickelodeon.
Ready, Cosmo? Ready, Wanda. 1, 2, 3. Wakey, wakey, Jimmy.
And that's what happened this week in pop culture history. I'm trying to be better about thanking God for things in my life that he's blessed me with, as opposed to only, complaining and talking to him when I need something. So I thanked him for blessing us with the mom jeans trend, since that means saggy butts are in and I don't feel left out since I'm president of Tiny Butt USA. Who else is with me? If you're grateful, say yeah!
Yeah.
Make sure you are confirming your acceptance to YWLS or applying to go if you haven't gotten your tickets yet. It is the biggest conference for young conservative women in the country this June in Dallas. Tickets available at the link in our bio. You do not want to miss out on the biggest CUTEservative meetup in history. Please remember to heart this episode. I think sometimes you forget when you watch. Do you think that Nickelodeon made a good call not releasing that SpongeBob episode? And tell me what you think about Sofia Bush's comments. Share this episode to your stories and hit that save button. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.